What's up? My dog back there. Charging my car, and I am looking at the chart. So I'm going to look at a naked chart. I don't do that very often, but I'm kind of seeing that the less noise I have, the better I'm at this. So this is the 1 hour time frame on the futures micro E-mini S&P, which is MES, and then you have to pick like whatever quarter it is because we're still in the April to June. This is the MESM. Got a little Cybertruck if you care. But anyways, so I'm looking at this chart naked, right? No candles here. We just have my indicator, flare Kuchila, and it's looking like, because these are basically EMAs, but it's looking like we're finally getting a little pinch. We're getting the Bollinger, which is the white outer lines. Those are starting to get small. Like if we kind of zoom in here, see how it's getting a little bit thinner at the front of this. These EMAs look like they're about to cross over, the yellow crossing over the blue. So this is looking like we may get another Sunday drop because this is an hour, right? If we look at the 4 hour, let's go up a little bit. Let's see what the 4 hour is doing. Not much of any difference. I think we already have a crossover here. Let me go a little, let me squish this a little bit and see. Yeah, look at the look how consistent that widening is. So we crossed back over back in was that the 24th, and this was an uptrend. So we've kind of been in this uptrend this whole time. It looks like the uptrend is going to continue based on the 8 hour, right? Multiple 8 hours. But on that 1 hour, it's looking like we may get a temporary cross down. Let's look at the, wait, that was at the 4 hour. That was the, I'm sorry, I said 8 hours on the 4 hour. So let's go to the 8 hour. Oh, we got a real pinch on the 8 hour. Wow, look at that. That is a real pinch. So we just crossed over going up on the 8 hour here. But it's not very wide between the yellow and the blue, which means that it really could go down as well. Let's see what's going on the daily. On the daily, we look like we have it looks like it's going to cross up soon. Wow. So looking at multiple time frames is so important so you can get the full scope of this. And looking at this with a bare chart, right? No candles to influence you, because sometimes candles, like, you know, they make you nervous because you see too much red, too much green, and maybe you think it's going the other way and then it doesn't. But this kind of paints a different picture. So based on the daily, this looks like this is going up. So let's add some candles back here. This looks like this is going to continue up. We had the cross, the YB, I call it YB, yellow blue, right? So the yellow cross back over here in March to the downside, and we've kind of just been in the downside. So the yellow crossing the blue is going to indicate that we are going to go higher. I like that. Like we're finally getting back to that 5,800, 6,000. So I don't know if it'll be exactly next week, but it's looking like we are in the alignment to finally go up based on the daily charts. But if we go back to what I was talking about, the 1 hour, hey, leave me alone. My dog, she likes to let me know she's done eating, and she likes to scratch at me. Why is your face so wet? Anyways, let me go here. So remember, that's what we were looking at the beginning. Now we have our candles. Yeah, so it's looking like, because we already had that cross, right, all the way back here, and we just been going up since. On the 1 hour, this looks like this is going to cross back down. Now again, could change, but with this Bollinger being that thin, it's giving me a little confirmation that we may have a temporary dip before the overall picture, which is finally being in an uptrend, which will be great. So if you were going to swing this, Is this a great entry to go back up and, you know, wait for the 5,800? Futures are kind of expensive. This may not be the best entry. The best entry may be when this crosses down, right? If we can get back to, you know, how much will it cross down? Is it going to drop to 56.52? Is it going to drop past that and go back to under 5,600? I mean, it could do a little bit of both, right? There's no telling when the MES moves like 60, 70 points a day. So it really could fall back down to 55.90. But let's see. If we add the money flow here, it looks like we're starting to consolidate. So we're like in stage 3 here. And this will be the consolidation. I'm on my phone, so I don't know how to use all the tools that I would normally use to draw. So I'll have to learn that. But I would, oh, there we go. There are the tools. Okay, figuring it out. So this little area here to me, and I like to go pretty thin so that it kind of matches. There we go. So this looks like it's trading sideways. So this could be the higher lows to go back to the higher high. And like I said, with this yellow looking like it's kind of swinging back to the, you know, into the blue to go up, we very well may have what we're looking for here. So keep an eye on it. This looks like we are going to have, maybe not this week, maybe the following week. Maybe we wait till June where we get like a real, you know, fresh month and it runs up. But also, a lot of people are going on vacation, so we may not get it. So just be mindful of that. But this is what I'm looking at for Sunday night, 6 p.m. This is looking like we're going to get a dip. So let's see.